Let us talk about the blood supply. Let us talk about the nerve supply. Let us talk about the lymphatics. Everything we are going to discuss here. So when we talk about the blood supply, it is simple and very simple. Let us talk about the blood supply. Let us talk about the nerve supply. Let us talk about the lymphatics. Everything we are going to discuss here. So when we talk about the blood supply, it is simple and very simple. But yes, the network is dense. The main supply comes from celiac trunk. So the main supply comes from celiac trunk, and celiac trunks gives a left gastric artery. It's a left gastric artery. Yes, it's a common hepatic artery. It's a common hepatic artery, and then it's a splenic artery. So these are the three important vessels which are actually coming out from this celiac trunk, and therefore celiac trunk is not a vessel, it is a Mercedes-Benz like configuration arising from the aorta. So at this level you have three important vessels coming out. When you talk about left gastric, it's okay. When you talk about splenic, there are some short gastrics. Yes, we have left gastroepiploic, we have left gastroepiploic. Yes, and then it itself continues at what? It continues as your splenic artery. When we talk about common hepatic artery, from here you get to see two very important structures, that is hepatic artery proper, that is hepatic artery propria or proper. You also get to see gastroduodenal, and you might get a branch which is known as right gastric from the common hepatic artery, or this right gastric might come out from gastroduodenal also. Gastroduodenal further divides into two branches. One is your superior pancreaticoduodenal. Superior pancreaticoduodenal. Now, the superior pancreaticoduodenal is going to form a pancreatic siphon with the help of inferior pancreaticoduodenal, which is a branch of SMA. So superior pancreaticoduodenal, and yes, we have right gastroepiploic vessel, epiploic artery. So this is how the cascade is. I'll share one image also, and that image will also show you everything as far as the blood supply is concerned. So let us try to see this image. So it's a very simple, straightforward image. Try to see everything in this image. Yeah, so we have a celiac trunk. Can you see the celiac trunk? This is celiac trunk, and from this we have left gastric, yes, this is the left gastric, we have the splenic, and we have the hepatic artery. Now try to understand what are the important points in this. Important is longest gastric artery, answer is left gastric artery. Three questions important on this. Now I know, everyone knows that when we talk about gastric conduit used for esophageal reconstruction, then you have to take this blood supply. Yeah, you have to rely on right gastroepiploic as well as the right gastric. So blood supply of gastric conduit or gastric tube, answer is right gastric, or you can say right gastroepiploic, and more than right gastric. Yes, the third one is, so we have this. The next is, what is the blood supply of the stomach remnant when you do a subtotal gastrectomy? So suppose you have done a subtotal gastrectomy. So how is the subtotal? You have done this subtotal gastrectomy. So only less than 15% of the stomach is left. So what is the blood supply of this? Answer is the short gastrics. So there are three important questions as far as blood supply is concerned. Longest, the blood supply of gastric tube, and what is the blood supply of the gastric stump post subtotal. So blood supply of the gastric stump post subtotal gastrectomy, and the answer is short gastric. Answer is short gastric. Again, most common cause of bleeding in gastric ulcers. Answer is, again, or you can say most common source, better to say most common source of bleeding. Answer is again left gastric. Students, don't get confused by saying pancreaticoduodenal or gastroduodenal, which say if it is gastric ulcer it has to be this, and in case of duodenal ulcer, important, if you get a question, most common source of bleeding in case of duodenal ulcer, the answer will be gastroduodenal artery. One more thing, if you get a question, most common cause of bleeding in peptic ulcer disease. When we talk about peptic ulcer disease, it is acid mediated damage and its related things. So peptic ulcer disease, again it is from the gastroduodenal artery. These are important things that you have to actually understand.